I've got one that can see.
All right, check this out right here. Watch.
It's like 40 to 44 inches long. It's ridiculously long. You could not jump off a roof with one. But that's not my point. My point is, if you left it in the woods with these political messages on it for them to find, just like how Robert Cow...
Okay, this is footage later on that comes into play conveniently. It reminds me of a certain September 11th of footage, but just watch and I'll tell you where I'm going with it.
I believe that was his name. Left the AR at the scene so that they would know it was an AR, right? Why didn't he just leave it on the roof and run? He's not leaving here with a gun. Okay, you can tell that. It's just a backpack there, if anything. Why wouldn't he leave it on the roof? If he was going to leave it in the woods, why wouldn't he just leave it at the crime scene? This doesn't make sense, man. They would just drop it on the roof with the political messaging to find it, and he'd be out of there. He wouldn't have to carry this rifle with him that he was going to ditch in the woods anyway. It doesn't make sense, dude. And he's not running with a rifle. There's no rifle. If anything, if they have photos of him limping or walking weird, it's because he popped his...
What my point is just talk about a multifaceted psyop. Remember when I mentioned 9/11, we all know that they CGI'd planes in. This was 24 years ago. AI is coming strong. All they're doing now is to push the narrative they want. This guy right here is AI'd in to this footage that showed up later on. You won't find anybody like with cell phones with the same footage. But it's just more, it's just muddy in the water, and there's a distraction here. You know, the magician's sleight of hand. All this stuff right here might be a distraction for something that's way more sinister and a lot bigger than this. But in my opinion, this right here is CGI. They're putting it in to push the narrative they want to push, and just more divide.
Ankle when he jumped off this building that is what, probably 15 feet high, 12 to 15 feet high. He probably fucked up his ankle, and it was hurting after a while. If he
Do you see it glitch right there? Watch this.
15 feet high.
Let me see if I can slow it down.
12 to 15 feet high. He probably fucked.
Okay, right here. I'm going to slow it down. All right, I want to go, let me try that right here.
Up his ankle, and it was hurting after a while.
Right there. Do you see him? He disappeared and reappeared. Watch.
15 feet high, 12 to 15 feet high. He probably...
And right here, when he hits the sidewalk, watch.
Fucked up his ankle, and it was hurting after a while.
Boom. Right there. Y'all saw it. But, man, it's going to, when I mentioned in the earlier video about the most deceptive time that we've seen, the stuff is going to get to where you're not going to be able to tell. I think they're doing this, like letting these little glitches get by for those of us that have eyes to see it. It's mocking us, the ones that can see, because they know that when we tell the sleepers, they're going to think we're crazy, and they're not going to believe us. It's just more of the psyop. You get it? But I just came across this and wanted to share it. Y'all let me know what you think. Okay, I'm going to add something into this video. Another
like
thing.
40 to 44 inches long.
It's always grainy video. You know, we're in the age of, I have an iPhone 15 that takes the clearest, sharpest pictures you've ever seen. Whenever it's something that they add in later, it looks like grainy moon footage. But we're in a time right now that is very deceptive. You have to think critically. You have to use your discernment. You know what I mean? You can't use your emotion. But look at this grainy footage.
It's ridiculously long. You could not jump off a roof with one. But that's not my point. My point is, if he left it in the woods with these political messages on it, for them...
That's it, guys. Grainy footage. Another red flag.